parts of Casa K'in is, and the work that we do, is the minor wisdom circle. And one of the things that we do there is every Wednesday we meet online, whoever can show up. And I pass on a message from Lady Zac Kuuk, who is a high priestess from Palenque, who comes to me as a spirit teacher. She had a message for you guys, so I thought I would just start off by delivering that. Okay, so Lady Zac Kuuk is many things. A Maya high priestess, a great visionary, with great prophecies while in a trance, one of only 2 women rulers ever in Palenque, and the mother of Uxmal, the great king of Palenque. Although she is generally remembered as having given birth to Uxmal, I know her as the Maya high priestess who birthed a whole sacred feminine renaissance in the city of Palenque, and who has returned as a spirit guide and teacher to help us find our way back to the true sacred feminine. And she comes to me in my meditation and gives me very direct messages sometimes. It's like, it took me a long time to believe this was happening and this is what I was supposed to be doing, but she just wouldn't give up on me. So I asked her at one point, where is this going? And this is her response. So can you just close your eyes for a moment? Take a deep breath in. Call in the priestess energy throughout this room, throughout the world. Lady Zac Kuuk, come to our circle. Thank you for your messages. Thank you for your attention, your guidance. In Makash. Lady Zac Kuuk. Where are we going with this? It is the path towards purpose, fulfillment. It is your path. Sometimes you walk alone, sometimes you walk with others. Sometimes you will walk in the sunshine with birds singing and flowers pointing away. Other times you will walk in the dark, blind, alone. This path is your teacher, and it teaches you everything you need to know. There are lessons every step of the way, in each challenge you come across, each person you meet, each gift you receive. Pain and sorrow are not the only teachers. Light and laughter are also giving you lessons. So pay attention, be aware, be grateful. Walk this path with courage, confidence, and above all, humility. Know you are always in the presence of the divine. You want a destination? You are going home, home to the mother. She is calling you to her. She is calling you to awake to the true sacred feminine. You will come to know what that is as you take each step and accept each lesson offered. You will discover the answer in the details. So step softly with care. Know the answer is in each breath, each thought, each action. The pearls of wisdom come to you along the way. Don't rush to the end to find your basket empty. Be present and collect the gifts that only can be found in the moment. The first step on the priestess path is to release all expectations. Surrender the outcome to a higher authority. And you must do this willingly from a deep place in your heart. Remember, you are committing to serve the mother, not to use her to achieve your own ends. Too often you do this unconsciously. Some part of you has led you to believe you know what's best. But the truth is, you only know what is best for the ego. At some point, humankind arrived at a crossroads and decided to abandon its contract with the source and follow the ego. This is proven to lead to a dead end, as witnessed by the wars, pain, suffering, disease, cruelty, greed, deep unhappiness, and the destruction of our home, the planet Earth. Humankind has been turning its back on all that makes the human experience good. Fortunately, our mother has not abandoned us. She is calling her priestesses back to their path. Our Divine Mother, together with our Divine Father, is leading us back to the light. It's not easy, but you are starting to accept that there is a greater intelligence, one beyond the ego, one that wants to marry logic with intuition, science with heart, one that lifts up humanity above the turmoil, the depression, the fear. Fear of the unknown is keeping many of you frozen in place, often in a very sad, soul-destroying place. It takes courage to overcome or push through this fear and take that first step. But when you find your feet landed on firm ground, your confidence grows and it becomes easier until one day you find yourself looking forward to what might be around the next turn on the path. Bringing the sacred feminine back into balance with the sacred masculine in this world you have created is going to take a major paradigm shift. It will take time, patience, but remember, an avalanche began with a single snowflake. It didn't happen all at once. What do am I a priestess, know about snow and avalanches? Understand this. I was like you, a human being living on earth, learning my lessons through various experiences, good and bad, over many lifetimes, many of which I spent with some of you who are here today. As you continue on your path, you may remember. So I know firsthand about snow, ice, fire, floods, war, love, hate, poverty, prosperity, despair, joy, success, failure, and I remember it all. I have chosen to speak to you for my lifetime as a Maya High Priestess in Palenque because it was in that lifetime that the truth of the sacred feminine was revealed to me, where I experienced the beauty lived in a society where the sacred feminine and the sacred masculine were in balance, in true harmony. The Maya priestesses, guided by Mother Uxmal, worked together over time to create the balance that allowed the amazing accomplishments in science, art, philosophy, and religion, which was our connection with the divine, that we achieved in ancient times. The proof still stands in our temples, calendars, and books. Often what is holding you back, this fear of the unknown, is more like fear of what you've forgotten, what you don't remember. It isn't actually lost, just you refuse to remember. And these hidden memories hold amazing power, power you are going to want to tap into. The power of the past, when kept hidden in the dark, creates paralyzing fear. Bringing the past into the light, remembering, creates the setting for true change. Humankind has never been more ready to bring the past into the light as it is right now. As you continue on your path with the support of Mother Uxmal and priestesses everywhere, you will remember. And the very act of remembering will bring change. The truth is, the past cannot hurt you once you bring it into the light. However, left in the dark, it would feed your fear of the unknown, paralyzing you and keeping you from stepping onto your path and making your unique contribution to the future. On this path of the Maya priestess, you are going to step into the light with confidence and strength to become the co-creator of your life with the divine. The Mother is calling. She knows you are ready, even if you don't. Today, I want to welcome everyone to the land of the Maya. As you walk through the temples, sit on the ancient stones, swim in the cenotes, and just breathe in the energy of the past, I would like to add another level to your journey. I invite you to walk with me on the sacred path of the Maya priestess, especially at Uxmal. This is our sacred feminine cosmic university where the priestesses were taught to honor the Mother through the sacred feminine principles of love, compassion, kindness, forgiveness, and gratitude. The purpose was to create a balance in our world by incorporating these principles in our life. And this was done through community, something we're starting to recognize now. Through the people coming together to do their part and to support others to do their part. At Uxmal, they formed a number of circles to focus on deepening the understanding and practice of the sacred feminine within the whole community. They were in service to the goddess, the mother. The priestesses were taught to care for the mother through the elements of earth, water, air, and fire. Ishtahuika, one of the 5 aspects of the mother, created the sacred order of the priestesses in Uxmal with the following 4 circles. Ishtahuilu, the circle of earth, where they learn to work with the elementals of flowers, herbs, trees, fruits, vegetables, and all the gifts growing out of the earth. Many went on to become talented healers, and much of their knowledge has been passed down through the generations and can still be found with the shamans in the Maya villages today. In the circle of Ishtahuika, the circle of water, where they learn the cleansing and nurturing qualities of water and the importance of balancing your inner waters with your outer waters. The cenotes, sacred wells, in the area were very important ceremonial sites, and still today draw many people to their refreshing waters. Ishtahuik, the circle of air or spirit, which is what Ik means. Spirit was represented in their ceremonies by feathers, calling in the spirit of the Quetzal. At the entrance to one of the main plazas in Uxmal, which you'll see tomorrow, there is a wall with carvings of many different birds, possibly giving a clue to what was being taught there. The circle of the sacred, and then there's Ishtahuika, circle of the sacred fire, where the priestesses learn to raise their vibration to the level of love, light, joy, and harmony in order to transmute and reactivate their chakras to enter into another realm of inner awareness. The priestesses from these circles would become teachers and share their knowledge with others. They would come together and share their discoveries at the grand ceremonies, like you are doing here for the summer solstice. There were 2 equinoxes, 2 solstices, and the Maya New Year. All their work, all their knowledge meant nothing if not shared with others. The sacred feminine, through the priestesses, was woven into every aspect of the community. They took their priestess training into their work as healers, as mathematicians, as astronomers, scientists, artists, musicians, dancers, scribes, leaders, warriors, mothers, teachers, and even prophets. Their presence ensured the balance in all things and lent the power of the sacred feminine to all projects. Having the sacred feminine represented in all aspects of their community made for a very strong foundation and allowed all areas of society to flourish. Today, as the sacred feminine energy rises worldwide, the Maya priestesses are being called back to once again serve the mother. Who are they? We may not recognize them as priestesses, but they are doing the work of the mother for the sacred feminine and truly are priestesses. They are caring for the planet in both large and small ways. They are moving into government positions to help bring peace and harmony. They are teaching and caring for the children. They are scientists, astronauts, great artists, musicians, dancers, writers. They are caring for the animals, saving the forests, cleansing the waters, ruling countries, and they are storytellers, bringing to life the sacred feminine principles. And maybe even more important, they are the mothers and grandmothers quietly teaching the next generation to honor balance and harmony, giving them a pathway out of chaos and into the light. In ancient times, the Maya priestess prophets could see a time when the priestess trainings would be closed down and the sacred feminine energy would be repressed. They passed this message on to the high priestesses who heeded it, and as the sacred feminine schools were being closed, they were able to obtain promises from the priestesses to return to earth when the time to bring the sacred feminine energy back in balance with the sacred masculine. That time is now. The Mother is calling her priestesses back into service. Both men and women all over the world are waking up to the power of the sacred feminine energy and the need to bring it back into balance. Many of them are finding their way to the Maya ancient sites and remembering who they are and why they are here on earth. The call of the sacred feminine is strong, and many are being drawn to powerful Maya sites like Uxmal, where the great treasure to be found may be the memories of the ancient Maya priestesses rising up. In my wish. Anybody resonate with that? That's just a sample of one of our Wednesday sessions, like that start off discussions. And I think that's what's really needed in the world today. We need to be talking about what does work with us and what doesn't. There are a few people here that are in that circle. Rita, yeah, how do you find it?
Oh, I was going to say.
And me.
You're part of the circle.
Yes.
Yeah. What do you think? Is it worth
I love it. I enjoy the messages every week. They absolutely resonate. It's almost like a monthly message to me. You know, it resonates to me as a mother speaking. And it's wonderful to meet some of our wisdom circle people in the world. It's wonderful. It's so much fun. Yeah. I just like to spot everyone that's in the circle, so yeah.
And JP, right?
Absolutely. I mean, we were speaking about yesterday in terms of this healing, that we're on right now. This circle, this wisdom circle, it's such a beautiful opportunity for each one of us to be able to heal, right? And then to also see how we're healing around the world. And again, to find the similarities that exist within us. And celebrate the differences, but to be able to unite, We desperately need that, We've been talking about this fear that's been paralyzing our world right now, and this is one of the ways that, and furthermore, through the lens of the Mayan culture, which is absolutely profound.
And what I find is the Lady Zac Kuuk message is given, and then of course Miguel and Noel can then add to it through the vast Mayan knowledge that he has. And it becomes a discussion that everybody can join in. And it is every Wednesday, but it's, not everybody shows up, not everybody can. But there is a recording that Sunday you get the YouTube video link, and you can always follow it there. So that's one way to keep